Hello, guys. Something interesting happened today when I was walking in the park. I want to make this video to explain something I think important. So, guys go through a lot of anguish from women. You know, most guys go through a lot of pain and surprise from women. I think you could avoid all that sort of trouble if you remember a couple things. Number one, you got to kind of presume, you got to realize that throughout history, men have been taught and indoctrinated into thinking that women are like superior and they have these like profound qualities and they're angelic, etc. Right? That's what society has taught us. They're not. Okay, that women are not like that. They are very primitive, primal creatures, and on top of it, they're actually worse. All right, I'm just going to be very frank about it. Okay, you can save yourself from all that anguish and trouble if you just remember that most women don't have good character. They have pretty crummy character. Most women do have pretty crap character. They mostly care about themselves. They're very instinctual. Therefore, a Chad, for instance, who comes along, she might be in a relationship, but if a Chad comes along and maneuvers her emotionally enough, she will go with the Chad. Her loyalty is very weak. She's very controlled by emotions. Remember that. Guys, a lot of times when a guy is in a strong relationship and he pretty much has a strong feeling of trust, a lot of times guys will not cheat the same way and as easily as a woman will. It's at the contrary. And again, a woman cheating and a man cheating isn't the same thing. A lot of times a woman is moving away from the guy. And the guy, when he cheats, is just going towards pleasure, right? He's just going for an instant gratification pleasure from a girl, right? It's a fickle thing. But for a girl, it's like she's like moving her life a lot of the time. All right. Number two. So you got to remember that women most women in our current society do have poor character. They do. They will cheat easily. They don't care about the guy's feelings. They really don't. You got to remember that. They care about themselves mostly. Just they might care about their dog. They care about their friends. But when they care for a guy, guys are very disposable. They're very in abundance. They don't matter. Right? So you got to remember that. I got to tell you something funny that just happened in the park. So I was walking by a group of girls, and I have a background in like personal training. Like I'm very into fitness, and I was a personal trainer for a while, right? For a short time. But I know I'm very educated in fitness and health and nutrition, stuff like that. And I walked by a group of girls doing burpees. And they were doing with real bad form, and they didn't look very healthy, those girls. I'm going to be very frank. They looked slightly overweight, and I just kind of felt a need to go over and say, you're doing bad form. You could hurt your spine doing it. And I walked over, and then I demonstrated like pretty much a clean, perfect burpee for her. I told her, keep your back straight when you do this. Do not slouch and then jump up. You're going to hurt your spine. And then her overweight friend on the left started yelling to say that I was mansplaining. She's just overweight. She looked like a warthog. I'm not kidding. She started yelling to say that I'm a mansplaining and that I should go away. She started yelling at me in the park in front of everyone. I was just like, oh shit. And then I just got kind of surprised by it. But I could have said something real mean. I could have said easily, because she looked awful, and I'm a guy who's in shape. I could have said something really rude, like something like, you need to get your friends you girls need to get your friend a Happy Meal, some shit like that. I could have said something like that and disgraced her pretty bad, but I didn't. I just kind of like was polite again, which I kind of regret, because I think guys are too polite. I think guys got to be a little bit more frank to women and be rude at times. Guys are too freaking polite. I don't know. Just basically got to remember that most women have poor character, and most women are also kind of dumb. I'm just gonna be frank. Most women are very kind of unintelligent, right? Like an intelligent person would realize, okay, that person's is out of concern, trying to help. He's trying to do something polite and try to help the girl. But this girl, because of their lack of intelligence and their lack of character development, don't think that way. They think, oh, he's mansplaining, and they're very conditioned by the culture. And you could look at a woman and generally tell what she's like. You could tell when a woman's a quality woman too. It's not all the time, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. A quality woman, you could tell by her face. You could tell by the way she behaves. You could tell by the way she speaks, the way, you could kind of tell pretty quickly by kind of looking at her for a moment what she's like. And you could also tell when a woman is a stupid feminist, indoctrinated to a dumbass modern culture type woman. You could tell this. You could tell by her tattoos and her weird hairdo and her hair dye that she's a moron. You could tell real quick. So I'm just telling you guys, you could save yourself a lot of trouble by remembering those two things. Women have poor character development in today's society, and women also are not very intelligent. All right, thank you guys, and keep that in mind. All right, later.